Hello and welcome. We are back. I am excited for this one. This one we did a lot. We end up starting off by crafting some pumps, some conveyors, and some robot arms, all which we're going to need to make these 5 machines that we're going to get through today. And the first 5 that I chose are going to be a wire cutter, a bending machine, an electrolyzer, a polarizer, and a lathe, because that covers most of these basic materials that we're needing to craft all these machines and most of the stuff in the LVH to begin with. So I think it's our best bet to actually craft most of that. We actually ended up crafting one more that I totally just forgot about, which is the assembly machine. We haven't been able to put it to use too much yet because we need fluids for a lot of the recipes. There is a few you can actually start to use it for right away. So that is what the robot arms are going to be for, is our assembly machine. And the assembly machine is absolutely worth it because it does cut your cost down on crafting some of these materials and projects. I hope you stick around because this one's absolutely worth watching and we cover a lot. It is totally worth it because these are just quality of life. I should have used them before I started the build and worked on the build even more these last few days. I'm excited for the build. The build's coming together rather well. It finally has a roof on most of it besides the tower behind me. It's actually not bad. We're almost done with it. And I've been streaming most of this on Twitch actually. If you've been wanting to check out the build progress and how it goes down, I've been doing most of it on Twitch. So links are always in the description. Feel free to check it out. Otherwise, stick around and let's get to it. We will get through all 6 of these machines and the few parts needed to make them. We've already gone over most of the parts, but there's a couple new parts too. Stick around and I will show you all of it. My name's CryptoDuck and this is Gregtech New Horizons episode 15. Okay, after sitting here looking through the quest book for a while, getting stuff kind of prepared, I think I figured out a path we should take to get to our goal for the day. I'd really like to get the bending machine today if we can, the ultimate goal, and there's only a few things we really need. But before we do that, I do want to get the wire cutter. That will save us a bit of time and materials just cutting all these wires. So let's look at that, and then we'll probably start after that. We can do the piston. The piston's pretty easy. It's just a motor, which we've already made, the cables, some rods, some plates, and a small steel gear. So we might have to make a few of these, but that's rather simple. We've done gears already. Let's get started with the wire mill. And the wire mill is just 4 motors. So I already crafted up a few of these. I've been sitting here, I made like 12 I think motors, a few circuits. I've been collecting cables from the coin shop. If you actually go to your coin shop, you can use the traveler coins, I think is what they are, a technician. Yeah, so you should have a lot of these because you've hardly spent them so far. You get 16 and it's like every 20 minutes this refreshes, so it's actually a pretty good way to get them. I've gotten a few stacks already. I got 2 left in the barrels, but I got some in here because you need them for some crafts. They're actually pretty handy. A very nice thing to have, that coin shop. Save you some resources. So let's get a wire mill. So you just need a machine hole, which we already made before. That was just the machine casing, the wrought iron plates, and some more cable. So I already made one of those. I only made one of these, so I actually need to make more. For now, we have a wire mill. And now this will save us the hassle of having to use tools to make wires. We can actually link this up. So I just hooked up the steam turbine. I ran a steam pipe up through the wall here, connected it into the back of it, and I have a cable coming down from the bottom. So don't forget, when you place these, and if you're trying to figure out why you can't connect a cable to it, you need to hit it with your wire cutters. Well, a wrench. You need to shift click it with a wrench to tell it which side to output the power out of. And then your cable will actually connect to it. And you need wire cutters or a soldering iron to play around with these cables, just so you know. So we'll want to pull this one up, and then what we'll end up doing is just setting this on top of it. It's our basic wire mill. And this, you should be able to just take some copper, for example, because we need a lot of this stuff. So let's take a stack of copper. Might have to wrench the machine to give it power, but hit it with the wrench so it knows. Now we should be able to connect up our cable. So if we shift onto that cable, it'll automatically connect to that. And these have the same interface that the rest have. Connect now is gonna work. Oh, it needs a programmed circuit. So the programmed circuits, these actually aren't too bad to make. So you take a basic circuit that we've already made before, and you just shapeless craft it, and you'll make a circuit. And then it looks like you take a screwdriver to it to change the frequency. Let's try to make one of these real quick. And these are actually kind of neat because you could use them for multiple things. So yeah, you stick it in your crafting table, turns it to a program circuit. Right click to reconfigure. Needs a screwdriver or circuit programming tool. Take a screwdriver out. We don't need to change this, I don't think. I think that said it was 0. If not, it's 1. Come into here. Yeah, it was a 1. So we take our circuit configuration of 1. Guess it just needed to click an inventory to update it. I've been having a weird glitch like that where sometimes stuff will like disappear until I open a chest and then it'll appear in your inventory. Like, what the heck? I don't know what causes that. But this saves us from making a ton of these wire cutters now, because I was eating through these. I made a few stacks of these wires just to prep all this stuff because we already made all these parts. So I'm just like, well, I'm gonna make a bunch of them. So I'm kind of ready for this. A few things I still need to make more of. We have our first actual electric machine up and running now, which is really cool. Gave us some fence and some coins. At least those are the coins we're using to get these cables. We have loads of these too. Next thing we need to make, let's do the electric piston, because it's actually pretty easy. So I have it down here. It's just steel plates, steel rods. We need to make the gear. That's the only thing I don't have right now. So if we come into here, we can craft a few of these, make 6. I don't think we need a heck of a lot. We'll have a few. And there's a piston. It's that simple. It just takes the motor, which we've already made. You don't remember, it's the one magnetic iron rod, then the 2 other iron rods, your wires, and then your tin cables. You could do it with steel too if you have steel. Like, you already made all your iron steel, you can just use steel. We need to claim this. Now, what did they give us? Ooh, 32 oil cells. I feel like we might actually need that. And like all the main saplings and fuse wood. Explosive personality. Ooh, that sounds fun. Heck yeah, we have that one done. So now we can make our bending machine. We need 2 pistons, a wrench, a machine hole, 2 circuits, 2 motors, and a tin cable. We need to make another machine hole. I didn't make a bunch of these for some weird reason. Now I can turn them all into machine holes. We have our bending machine. If we stick in our pistons, our circuits, our motors, and that cable. This is going to be nice. This one I've been really excited to get, because this will save us resources on getting plates. Now you can get your plates at a 1-to-1 ratio, I believe. But let's see if we can hook this up. We need to break this because we got to get underneath it to wrench it. We learned that now. Let's get our wrench back out. This is something I should have done before we actually built the house. Connect our cable. Well, first we got to wrench this. Shift, click, shift, right click, and then shift click on the cable, and another shift right click, and we are connected. Now we probably need another circuit for this, which is fine. We can make another one. Stick it in here for now. Oh, well, that's cool. So you just need one to actually set it up for this one, or maybe this would work. Go circuit slot. Hey, it does. Well, that's cool. So you could save these and probably only need one. You just gotta keep it and program each machine as you go. I mean, I guess if you want them to automate them down the road, you could set these up with strict inputs and outputs for certain items. You probably have to do that at some point. That is really good to know. We have our bending machine, and this is just quality of life. So now you should get your plates just 1-to-1. Stick an ingot in, get a plate, and I believe it's a decent speed too. Come into here. I don't know if we could do both at the same time. I'm not sure how much power this is using. I'll use this 4 EU. Okay. That's not bad. These are on a tin cable, so they are losing 1 amp of power apparently, or 1 EU of power or whatever per block. There is another cable we can use. For now, we're going to use these tin ones because they could take the full power. The only one that I have right now is the other red alloy one, and that one says it's limited to 8 EU. If this is using 4, it would not power much. You would need a bunch of these. And these take quite a bit of steam actually. You got it at full power cranking all the juice out. So it needs a circuit of 1. Scroll 1. There we go. So you don't even technically need to make one of these. Maybe you just at least need one in your hand, like in your inventory. It's not the fastest. If you make a few of them, that saves you a ton. Wire mill can do it from a copper rod, and it gives you 4. That sounds like it's a better deal. What's it take to make the robot arm? It's not bad. Some tin cables, some motors, some pistons. Well, a piston. So let's craft a couple robot arms. We need 2 of these. And now, oh sweet, we got 2 electronic circuits out of that. That's nice. Those are kind of pricey and just kind of a pain to make. If we can actually get to this assembler, then we will be just fine on that. Well, this one right here, basic assembly machine. So now we need to make some conveyors. We haven't made the conveyors yet. The conveyors just rubber sheets, 2 more motors, another tin cable in the middle, and that is it. That's actually pretty easy. So there's the conveyor. To make some more magnetic iron rods real quick, because we need 2 conveyors, it said. So now we have 2, and let's make our assembly machine. Heck yeah. That's another loot bag, and if we open this loot bag, let's see if we get anything good. Rubber. What's this one give us? Some of our sheets back. But this assembling machine is this is nice. This now, if we go take this and hook this up, I mean, is it connected? I guess it is. We'll find out when we try to build something in it for the first time. This is gonna be huge, especially this early in LV. I feel like a lot of people that I've watched have put this off for quite some time. And this will be nice too, but we need to get through these. So we might not be able to get to that one yet today. We at least can start crafting some stuff automatically and at a cheaper cost, which is gonna be very nice. Let's see what else we can make. Polarizer is just a machine hole, some iron rods, some tin wire, some 2x tin wire. So that's actually 2 normal tin wires combined into one. That's actually pretty easy. We can make that. And this will save us our redstone now too. Magnetizing rods. It just takes energy instead of redstone. So no point in using your redstone on that anymore. It seems like a very smart investment. So we will do that. We could actually run it through our wire machine. Let's not waste our stuff. We'll need a little bit at first, so this will be fast enough. Now, if we combine these, we can make 2x. That's just a thicker wire. The polarizer is what we're at. And that's really easy. We could do that. We just need some iron rods. Stick our rods above a machine hole. The 2x wires in the corners and then your tin cables on the sides. You get your polarizer. Now we should be able to connect this one up. Grab 2 just in case. I don't think we need 2. Saving redstone. This won't cost us anything now to magnetize rods. So this is definitely an investment worth getting to. Come up here. Don't worry, I'm gonna light the room up more. Getting this all set up. Finally got a roof on. Build's been coming along. I gotta fix the roof design, but it's coming together. That's perfect. It's actually a decent speed. It's not bad. I can live with that, especially if you get it automated, get pipes connected, everything. It would not be bad. Let's see if we could do an electrolyzer. Just take some glass, some gold wire, a machine hole. So we'd have to make gold wire. We haven't made gold wire yet. It's definitely the same as everything else we've done so far, which shouldn't be much of a problem. We have a machine even for it, so we don't even waste our resources anymore crafting stuff. That is the best part of all this. I should have honestly done this for sure before we started the build, but I was just excited. I really wanted to start building. Let's make this electrolyzer. So we got our glass above it, the 4 gold wires, the machine hole, electric components, well, the electric circuits, that's what they're, electronic circuits. Sorry, I'll get all the names down. Just give me a bit. And that is our electrolyzer. It's actually pretty easy for a lot of these machines. If you pre-craft a lot of this stuff, you can sit there and grind through them. I mean, if you set them up as you go and do it as you go and make just the minimum materials, you'll save a bit, but I think this is kind of working out. It's at least working for me for recording. I'm getting a lot of this done pretty fast. So a lathe, this would be really nice. We need a diamond, a motor, 2 more circuits, a piston, 3 tin cables, and a machine hole. So that's actually not bad at all. Let's see if we can make that. The only thing we need to make is the circuits. The circuits, we just need to make some more vacuum tubes. There's 8 of those. Should give us 4 circuits. Why are we only able to make 2? What are we missing? Oh, circuit boards. There's 8 more of those. So that's just that wooden circuit board that we made before. The coated circuit board that you coat in resin. And then you surround it by wires and you get your circuit board. That's 3. What are we missing now? Missing something else. The resistors. These are kind of pricey. But like in an assembler, if we go stick this in an assembler now, it saves you a bit. You need glue though for the assembler. It's fine. We'll get to that machine here soon. The resistors, we can still make the manual way. Nothing wrong with that. So we need some sticky resin in here. And we're actually out of the fine copper wire. So if we take copper rods and stick it in on a number 3, we get 4 of them, which is actually a pretty good deal. So let's see if we can make some copper rods real quick. We need to make another file, I believe. Come into here. Dump these coins. And these pipes. Dirt again. This empty map. I'm just gonna throw into one of these. Same with these seeds. These potions and a bow. Actually, I'm gonna keep the redstone in the chest. We kind of need it now for a few things here and there. But let's make some copper rods. Because yeah, we didn't make a cutting machine yet. We don't have that yet. That's this one. Cutting things apart. So we need the lathe first. And yeah, we have most of it already. We just need... Actually, we have it all. Yeah, we have enough. We already made enough circuits. I just want to keep making more because we are going to need them. There's some copper rods. We'll only do 1 stack. That's definitely more than enough. Let's stick these in the wire mill. Well, the wire cutter, and we'll show you how to do these coils. So all you got to do is just change the circuit. This is where I was saying it could come in handy, having dedicated ones of these, so you don't have to always come in here and change these. But this is really easy to change. You just scroll or left or right mouse button. Like any button you click pretty much changes it, which is pretty neat. And then now if you stick this in, we'll get coils at a very good rate too. One rod gives you 3, well, it gives you 4, so that's perfect. That'll save us quite a bit of copper. There's the stack already. It's crazy. It's fast. So if we come into here, we should be able to make these now. Oh yeah, we gotta grab our sticky resin. I am running out. And I'm out of the coins to get them because we don't have... Actually, I have an assembler now. We can take these apart. How do you take them apart again? On a 1 circuit? Let's try it. So for these highlighted ones, these are 10 coins in one instead of just a single coin. So if we stick these in here, we'll get 40, which is really cool. So go into here, we want to scroll down, and that'll put you at 1. Stick these in. This should chop them up. It's pretty fast too. And yeah, we'll start using this to start crafting some stuff. Save us some resources. Now we have everything we need. We actually have enough to buy more resin too if we need it. Ooh, maybe not. How much is the resin? No, yeah, we don't. I know we don't. Okay. So let's go into here and make this. Oh wait, we need our diamond. And there's our lathe. And we'll obviously hook these up the same way we've hooked all these up so far. Set them down, get underneath them, wrench them, connect your cable to it, and you're done. It's literally that simple. You just got to start watching out. If you're going to run them all at once or something, you need to watch your power draw and make sure you're not on the red cable. If you're on the red alloy cable, it is lossless. That is the one nice thing about it. So for the distance, it doesn't lose its power, but it only holds 8 EU. So you would have to run multiple of them or a thicker cable. I think you can combine them and make thicker versions. We haven't quite seen that yet in here, but I believe that is an option. I think there's better cables you can make. Okay, yeah, we need the cobalt for that one, for the cutting machine. So we still have to go, I believe, to the nether for cobalt. We're gonna have to look into that one. Another one, if you're wanting to get your creosote out right away, I'm probably not gonna be able to fit it into this one, but in the next one I'll probably definitely make this, is the electric pump. You just need to make another rotor like we made for the turbine, and then you make some rubber rings. I'm assuming that's like the other rings, so that shouldn't be bad. You might have to make them, melt them down to make a mold out of them or something first. Yep, you gotta make a mold, a ring mold. Well, at least for the silicone, the styrene. I want to click the rubber. Okay, you can make them out of a rubber sheet with a knife. So that's actually not bad. We could probably make that. A tin rotor, bronze fluid pipe, a pump, a cable, then just some tools and a tin screw. All the water stuff, it looks like is tin, which we have tin screws. We could actually make a pump. Let's make a pump. Why not? So we need a motor, 2 rubber rings, a tin rotor. I don't believe we have any spare tin rotors. I don't think the one we made was tin. I think the one we made was something else. There's copper. I need to make a tin rotor. So a tin rotor, be 4 tin plates, a tin ring that needs molten tin. Or is that like another option? I think that needs it. That's fine. Let's just craft one. We have everything, I believe. I need to look into that more for sure. So there's 2 of these. Come into here, we need to make, oh whoops, our rubber rings. Rubber rings, yeah, you just take a rubber sheet to a knife and you can cut a ring out of it. It's literally that simple. Move your screwdriver out of the dang way. It'll give you some rubber rings. Now we take all these and combine it. Let's see if we can make 2. Boom. There is our electric motor. Our electric pumps. Now these you would take, so for an example, I don't know if it works on wooden pipes. I think you need a better fluid pipe. It might though, but you should technically now be able to take this, connect a pipe actually to the coke oven and right click it onto there, and it should actually keep it pumped out. Let me see if we can get a wooden pipe. It doesn't need to be fast still like crazy. I just want to see. So we'll take this out. Let's shift click that onto there. We forgot a wrench. Shift click this. But now we should be able to just take a pump and shift click it on. Right click it on. There we go. Now it should keep this empty. I don't believe they need power. Everyone that I've seen use them, I haven't seen cables to them, just pipes. So I think it's fine. Let's claim our loot bag. That gave us 6 large steel fluid pipes, which is really cool. And loot bag gave us a melon. Okay. You win some and you lose some, I guess. And I think that is a good place to wrap this one up. For now, I'm just going to go set the rest of these up like we've done before. And in the next one, we'll get quite a few more machines probably set up here soon, because it's actually looking like these aren't too bad. They're kind of costly, but they're not bad. So I'm going to look through more of these and see what else we might actually want to start getting right away. I know the sifting machine would be nice for flint. This actually gets you quite a bit of flint and other things from other ores, I believe. So that might be worth looking into. And it looks like it's just some item filters, some pumps, some circuits, and a machine hole. A couple pistons. Yeah, those are pistons, not pumps. So that's not bad. It's not bad at all. The item filters, though, to make an item filter, we need molten polyethylene. And the molten polyethylene, it looks like there's a couple ways to get it, but we will look into that here soon. We're not ready for that yet. I think there's a few things we need to get first before that. So we need to start with these couple of main ones, I think, and then we could start branching into these other ones. But as soon as we can get all these main ones up and running, we'll be good. But for now, I think that is definitely a good place to end this one. I'm gonna set these up. Just like I said, like we did before, set them down, take a wrench to them, connect your cable, and all will be well. You'll have to keep an eye on the recipes that you're trying to run and the power usage. It does mention their power usage if you actually look at it. Kind of hard to read on mine, but it will. Hold on, let me stand over the white floor. It does mention power usage. So I got a total of 25,600 EU. The usage is 16 EU a tick. So it's not the full 32, so it's not really a problem like the way I have them right now. With the cable loss, it's not really that bad. But if you're running, 2 or 3 of these with that kind of power of a recipe, you may want to watch out because it may be too much. And I think if it's too much, your cable burns up and then it could make things go kaboom too. So keep an eye on that. Or it just won't function. It either burns up or doesn't function. I think it just doesn't function, but it might burn up. I'm not 100% positive yet. We will test it and find out. Thankfully, that's what the backups are for. I made a short on that if you missed it, on how to back it up. It's actually really easy. So if you ever make that mistake, don't be afraid to do it. It's a simple fix and it's absolutely worth it, especially if you lose a lot. So don't waste your time just rebuilding everything for no reason. Just back it up and you lose the last half an hour of your progress unless you changed how often it backs up. It's a good place to end this. I appreciate you all, and I hope you learned something. If you did, I'd appreciate you hit that like and subscribe button, but there's no pressure there, as always. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one, and we will make some more quality of life machines, because this was absolutely worth our time today, and I should have done this earlier, but it is totally fine. And I appreciate it, so I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.